Welcome to the Seasons of Singleness podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, Tiffany Sneebrose. Seasons of Singleness. Seasons of Singleness.
All right. Welcome back. If you've made it thus far, sincerely, thank you. Yeah, because your girl be up here rambling sometimes. So I just wanted to show my appreciation to you for returning. Because you didn't have to. So welcome back. And if it's your first time, go back to watch, because you got to watch it in a sequence. This is a sequence event type thing. Like, you have to catch up. It ain't that long, I promise you. So pause here and go do what you want to. But then come on back. And when you come back, we'll be ready for you. Right here, ready to go. Alright. So I just need y'all to know that this is not clickbait, okay? That, what's the name of the goddamn?
A few moments later.
The thumbnail. I got it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The thumbnail that you saw is real. Like, yeah. We're in season 3, and this is all about that phase of liberation. I know that a lot of people typically equate liberation with being a hoe, and I got some stories for y'all, okay? Buckle up, take a seat, go grab your wine and popcorn, because it's about to get crazy. Season 3, all right? Season 3 is all about, I gotta check my mic. Season 3 is all about liberation. That whole phase, baby. Tucks here, because if you're gonna be a hoe, be the best one at it. JK. Get it how you live, sis. Get it how you live, bro. Like, get it how you live them day. Like, do whatever makes you happy, but realize that there are consequences to those things that you do. And before we hop into that, like, that ain't what we're here for. We're here for the actual conversation. So let's just hop right in, shall we? All right. So I, just suffered a breakup. Mind you, I was the one who asked for it. So yeah. But even in that, like, we see on movies or TV shows, like, people ask for these breakups or this time, this break, this separation, and be crying about it later. Like, yeah. Now, that wasn't me, okay? Going back, like, to just revert. What happened was, my boyfriend at the time and we were doing this whole cheating tit for tat thing. Like, it really got out of control for a while. Like, it was just too much. One person to cheat, and then some years later, or some time ago past, and then another person to cheat, or one person been talking to somebody for this long, and it was just too much. It was way too much. We would find out about it the most randomest ways. We was going through each other's phone looking fucking crazy, just doing the whole whoop-de-whoop, right? And it just didn't, like, again, no healthy relationship, like, does this shit. We was just doing this shit because we was fucking kids. Again, that's my man's name, so, yeah, hopefully, people come and watch this and they don't think that it's no beef or nothing like that. I'm just running down my experiences while experiencing that time. But, and I'm sorry, I just came from dinner, so y'all gonna get these titties again. And I was like, let me get some content while I look like something.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
But yeah, so we did that whole thing. We did that whole rigmarole. Let's hope I use that word right, because I've been wanting to use it ever since I saw that video.
So why don't you just say that? I mean, what the fuck? Every time I come over here, you always gotta take me through this homosexual rigmarole, man, with your terminology, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
But yeah, so we did that whole thing, and it was cool. Like, I mean, it wasn't cool. Scratch that. It was not cool. It was what it was at that time, right? So he would cheat, I would cheat. He would cheat, I would cheat. I, of course, started the cheating first.
You fucking whore.
I feel like I explained that in a video in season 1. I think I did, but just a recap. You know, I did cheat first. And this was freshman year, so I ain't gonna say it was expected, but it was expected a little bit. And that happened. And yeah, so yeah. And my Scorpio nature, like my tendencies, my issue is that when I'm upset or when I'm mad at someone, I feel like I have to get them back. Kind of like Medea in Dr. Phil in that scene when he was like, you know, you gotta get. She's like, I gotta got.
Get them. You don't think that's angry?
If they got me, I gotta get them. Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, like that whole thing. That be me. Like that's me. I feel like you got me, so I have to get you. And this is again prior to my walk, you know, with Christ. Because, you know, vengeance, the word says vengeance is mine, you know, so you don't have to do that. People believe in karma, you know, like you don't have to over exude yourself. But again, going back to what I was saying last season, I was in my early 20s, late 20s, I guess, early, late 20s. And you couldn't tell me nothing. I didn't know the shit. I didn't know none of the shit. So vengeance was mine. Okay. So when I feel like, you know, we living in this house, you know, whatever, you going out, I'm going out, whatever. Yeah, I mean. And then as quiet as kept, my body ain't look like how it look now. Like it was getting there. Like it was in the beginning stages. So it was like people knew me as like this super duper skinny girl, and then out of nowhere, like bam, freshman 15 hit like a motherfucking ton of bricks. But this is after freshman year. This is way after freshman year. I wasn't even in school when that shit hit. And I just woke up one day and it was just like, ooh, body. I had titties.
I woke up like this.
I prayed. I remember they laughed at me after school when I used to be up there and I was eating my cornbread and shit. They laughed at me. Talking about I told y'all I was gonna get the body that I wanted through prayer and supplication. Okay? It's like, no, Jesus. JK, all right, because the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Okay. But yeah, nah. So yeah, this is way before I even looked like Bye Bye Boom, right? Before it was given Jessica Rabbit, like it wasn't given that, but I had a little body or whatever. I ain't no tummy. I gotta wear shapewear and shit. Cause yeah, and I told y'all I just came from dinner, so you won't get these rolls. It is what it is. But okay. Where the fuck was I at? Oh, okay. So yeah, so we did the whole thing, right? That whole thing. One person cheat, the next person cheat. We found out, we mad, whatever. But at this time, we were broken up. So Now I'm outside. Like I'm all like sis been every day outside. We outside manic fucking Mondays. Thirsty Thursdays was our shit. Okay. We was outside. Okay. Me and my homegirl. Outside. Now we wasn't like we wouldn't be the type that you see like on like outside and we twerking and doing all this type of extra shit. That wasn't our vibe. Like we just wanted to get lit, sit in a motherfucking corner, not necessarily talk about people or laugh at people, but we just had this inviting vibe. People would come over and kiki and catch up and whatever. But we out the way. We in the mix, but out the way. That's how we like to be. But yeah, so that happened. We would do that every week, damn near. And we was just doing what we needed to do. All you needed was a tight skirt and a motherfucking $20 bill. You was in there. I miss those days. I really do. But no, so we outside, we having a good time. And because of where we frequent, we saw a lot of people that we literally was in school with, that we had prior relationships with, whatever. And because of this, like I really tried to stay out the fucking way. Like really tried. But niggas gonna be niggas at the end of the day. So people don't give a fuck about who you dealt with, who you deal with, whatever. Like that's just human nature, right? You don't care about anything else except for the need that you have or that want or desire that you have in that moment. You don't give a fuck about nothing else. Like when people talk about cheating, for instance, my philosophy or ideology around cheating is that folks do it without thinking about the repercussions. Like, and women or men, like when you find out, your first instinct is to say like, or to think like, damn, they ain't think about me at all. No, they didn't. Nobody's thinking about the other person or what consequences could eventually like.
What? What?
What consequences could potentially go with this action? Like, when you think about the end result, we're thinking about right now, like how to meet the need right now. What can I do right now? Like, what can be done right now? That's the only thing. Nobody's thinking about, oh, I'm fucking up my life, or I could potentially be fucked up from this, or I'm gonna lose the person, like the love of my life. Like, nobody's thinking about that. You think about sis thinking about she want to bust it open right, bust it open right now. Like, that nigga not thinking about you. Okay, so two things can be true, right? So you may have, I want to remind folks that I am coming from a perspective of younger people who are more prone to be impulsive, people who are prone to be, not necessarily thinking about the consequences. And people, this is when I was younger, okay? I'm not saying that now, but I'm saying that also, too, that the perspective for a lot of people, I have a lot of male perspectives in my life, as well as women perspectives. So there are times where people are just focused on meeting that immediate need. They really do not give a fuck about nothing else but meeting that need. And that's why people cheat. So it has nothing to, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with that emotional attachment. It doesn't, most times it does. People cheat for multiple reasons, but ultimately it is to fulfill that need in that moment. Right? So the same could be said for anything. Like, people say the expression like takers take, like givers have to be aware because takers take. Yeah, they getting that need met, regardless of what it like takes to get it met. They're doing it. They're gonna get it met. And I say all of that to say, because I done went off and forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I say all of that to say that when I found myself in those spaces, it was so easy to get caught up in, oh, I got this new body, like it's lit. You would have thought that I'm fresh off the fucking BBL table and I'm outside like with my new body. I'm flaunting. Nah. So people took notice. Like, I've always been a cute girl. Okay. You see the material. I ain't got to say too much. It's like, no, but you seriously. So I've always been a cute girl. I ain't gonna say I'm the most dressing type of shorty. I'm not. I put stuff together and it is what it is. But my personality is very inviting. I'm a warm person. I have conversations about almost everything. And yeah, so people would come. I would again see we would frequent a lot of the same places that we knew of vast majority of the people. So people knew that I was in a relationship. They knew whatever, like they knew who my significant other was, all of this shit. But they would still try their hand. They would still try their hand. And I'm like, okay, cool. Me being in this hurt space, me being in this place of lack, me being in this place of ignorance, because I didn't understand. I didn't understand what I was going through. I didn't know what was happening. But I just knew I got this newfound attention and I'm an attention whore. I don't give a fuck. I love attention, okay? And take this with a grain of salt. Because it ain't attention from everybody. Like, there are certain people, certain aspects, like, cool, I can get with this. Especially if I'm not having like a good hair day, or, just when you in a rut or something, or you just feel like, damn, I need somebody to hype me up real quick. Let me post this pic. Or something. And don't say that you ain't been there, because please. You've been there. Stop it. But no, yeah. It was just, it was very easy for me to fall into the hype. Like, people talking to me that I admired at some point, but couldn't necessarily like do anything with because I was in a situation. So when stuff like that came about, or people that have been like flirty for a long time, and that's a problem for me. So even now in my adult life, like, I will talk to or vet a person for months, years, like before anything happens. It may take a while, but if you're persistent enough, you might just land somewhere. I don't know. Depends on what's happening. Depends on the day. But no, so I am a person that needs to vet a person. So it takes me a while, but typically I will talk to people. I talk to a lot of people. I don't really give a fuck about that. I talk to everybody. And not like that talk to. You gotta define words nowadays, but as far as like conversing with people, having general conversations, giving advice, sharing notes or whatever. Like I talk to every fucking body. But like talking, that's different. Like you have to tell me you like me. Baby, because I don't read between the lines. I might feel something and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna use my discernment, but you have to tell me. I don't want to guess any motherfucking more. I'm tired. But yeah, it was a lot of direct attention, stuff that I wasn't getting. And it was from people that I knew, so I was familiar with those folks because of my own sexual traumas. I can't date like people that I don't know. And if I don't know you, like I would have to, like somebody in my circle would have to know you. Like you would have to come very well recommended, like 5-star Uber fucking rating because yeah, I can't. I can't. Now, being in these spaces or occupying these spaces had allowed me to grow my legs or stretch my legs a little bit, right? So I'm getting this newfound attention. Shit is lit. Like, yeah, it's from people that I know, which is crazy. But I told y'all about my Scorpio tendencies, right? I was absolutely loving it. What better way to get revenge other than fucking with one of your homeboys or fucking with somebody that you know? Like that was just fucking ice cream on top of the motherfucking cake. The cherry on top of that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, wow. Okay, I know now that that's just not cool.
You know what that is? It's gross.
But back then, you really couldn't tell me nothing about it. It was just like, okay. You might hear, you might not. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? And at that time, I didn't care, honestly. But I was really living a dangerous life because I was still on that nigga couch.